Let's get through this. There was way too much announced this week. I can't keep up. Whew. Greetings, everyone. Allow myself to introduce myself. My name's Jay Hall, and welcome to the Bears Nem number 5. I think. Yeah. There was so much that happened this week with all the normal news and the Game Awards. Tons of announcements there. Plus, I was gone on vacation for 4 days. So we're kind of going to try and get through this rapid fire. Maybe not as much commentary on all the stuff. And I apologize in advance if I do miss anything, because I guarantee I will miss a few big things. But there was just so much stuff. I got to cover it all, man. I'm trying. As for the Game Awards, Cuphead, Hellblade, and Nintendo, specifically Zelda, cleaned house, man. They won tons of awards. The dev behind A Way Out kind of stole the show with his monologue. I mean, he did rant a little bit, but he was so passionate about it, and like it was infectious how much he cared. And it was actually a good things he had to say about EA. They treated him well, and they're doing some better things for the consumer with this game. The game itself comes out on March 23rd of next year, 2018. You can play the game co-op couch or online, and the other person doesn't even have to own the game. This is progress, EA, I like it. GTFO was announced. It's basically Left 4 Dead by the sounds of it. Dark fantasy shooter Witchfire was announced. In the Valley of the Gods was announced. This is by the guys that did Firewatch. It's set in the 1920s Egypt. You know, it gives you a little short tease, but by the looks of it, it looks pretty good so far. It's not coming out until 2019 though. A World War Z game was announced. Vacation Simulator was announced. These are the guys behind Job Simulator, the VR thing where you can do stupid shit in, you know, office cubicles. Dreams by Media Molecule was brought out of obscurity, and there was also a possible hint for Bloodborne 2 at the beginning of the show. No details on that, just a possible hint at it. No real information so far. Just a rumor. There was a new Death Stranding trailer with Kojima and Norman Reedus. What the F, man? Bayonetta 1, 2, and 3 are all coming to the Nintendo Switch. 2 and 3 are still exclusive to Nintendo, but you can play all of them on Nintendo Switch coming up shortly. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild's newest expansion, The Champion's Ballad, was announced and released that very same night. I mean, what's to hate? You get to play as Link on a motorcycle. PUBG's Desert Map will be coming soon, and the game itself will be out of beta on December 20th. This is way too soon. I think this is a knee-jerk reaction to the success of Fortnite, and they're really trying to compete there. Speaking of Fortnite, it has a limited time 50 vs 50 mode available until December 17th. We're going to be trying that out for sure. Soul Calibur 6 was announced. Sea of Thieves, the one Xbox exclusive that I'm looking forward to, even though I can still play it on PC, is coming out on March 20th of next year. Oh, and Xbox got 2 nominations out of like the possible 130. You see what the problem is, Microsoft? That should be it for the Game Awards. So we're on to the actual normal news that happened during the week. Dying Light is getting a standalone expansion kind of based on the Battle Royale concept. While it's not like a 100-player Battle Royale, it is a smaller group where you're fighting with other players to get your spot on a helicopter. It's kind of like you want to work together, but you also want to screw everyone else over so you can live. It looks pretty good, actually. This game has come a long ways. Far Cry 5 has been pushed back a month to March 27th. That month is going to be stacked with good games. It's the new October, I think. PS4 has sold over 70 million consoles. These aren't PS2 numbers by any stretch of the imagination, but still impressive nonetheless. A lot of Mega Man news coming out because they had a live stream for the, I think it was the 30th anniversary. I'm not entirely sure on that. I don't want to be wrong on that. But Mega Man 11 was announced for consoles, all consoles, and PC. It's a hand-drawn 2D-ish platformer, so no retro look like 9 and 10. Mega Man Collection is coming to the Nintendo Switch with Amiibo functionality. These were previously released for PS4, Xbox, and PC, but something about having them portable wherever I want them, I want to buy them again. And also, all the Mega Mans X through X8 are coming to consoles, including Switch and PC. Every Mega Man you could ever possibly want to play is going to be available. Secret of Mana PS4 remake is getting a physical release through GameStop. I love when companies do this. You know, back in the olden days when you bought a game, it was more than just buying the game. You were buying the entire package, you know, the manual, the case, everything about it, the art. It was beautiful. They presented it more so as not just a video game, as a work of art. Like, I was a huge fan of how Witcher 3 did this. When I opened it up, I got a note from the developers, a sticker sheet, a manual, a soundtrack for the awesome music. I was immediately a CG Projekt Red fanboy. I can't wait for Cyberpunk 2077. Best game, 20 whatever it comes out in. Hopefully not 2077. but it's gonna be the best game of that year. Guaranteed. PUBG will never have gameplay affecting loot boxes. Finally, someone has it figured out, but you can almost guarantee they're going to have some form of cosmetic loot box or store of some sort. Speaking of loot boxes, Overwatch is getting Overwatch League skins in the base game. They're using a token system for this, which allows you to get exactly the ones you want, so it's separate from the current loot box system. Everybody gets a free one too, and by purchasing these skins, you are directly supporting the teams. I believe it is about 50% that goes to those teams and supporting them and the Overwatch League as a whole. Outlaws represent! Raucus is my Zen idol. Nvidia Shield is getting 1080p remasters of some old Wii games like Super Mario Galaxy, Twilight Princess, and New Super Mario Bros. Wii. This is exclusive to China, however, but it does show that Nintendo is willing to play ball with bringing some of their games to other consoles, and maybe, you know, a few good ones that need to be brought back up. Skyward Sword, anyone? Skyrim soundtrack is being released on vinyl on IM 8-bit. You can pre-order that right now. Medieval is getting a PS4 remaster. Not a remake, which would have been nice, but I'll take it. This game has been ignored far too long. Superhot is getting a standalone expansion focused more on different abilities and stuff. The original Superhot, if you haven't played it yet, highly recommend it. It is completely different, and as soon as I get a VR headset, that is the first game I will play. A new update for The Division is out. Remember that game? I'm not going to go into specifics, but I mention it because along with For Honor and Rainbow Six Siege, it seems like Ubisoft is actually starting to give a shit about their games. Even if it's not super popular and super supported down the road, they're constantly improving them. A step in the right direction. Now let's work on getting a finished game to begin with. Hopes for Far Cry 5. Now that they pushed it back a month, they'll have that extra time for that polish. And speaking of Ubisoft, if you own a PC, you can get Assassin's Creed 4, one of the best Assassin's Creed, if not the best Assassin's Creed game, for free if you have the Uplay client. If I can speak, until December 19th. For movies, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom got a trailer released. The Death Cure trailer was released. I can't speak for the books, but God, do these movies suck. DC Films are reorganizing in response to Justice League's poorer than expected performance in cinemas. Maybe don't make crap movies and people will watch them. That's just a thought. But you can watch my review on this on my YouTube channel as well. I was not a fan. Tarantino wants to direct a Star Trek film, and apparently the talks are in advanced stages. He has talked to J.J. Abrams, excuse me. All rumors and speculation at this point as to like how much they're willing to, you know, use his version of the film. He wants it R-rated. I can't really see him directing it. He has too much of his own distinct style. I could see him writing it, maybe someone else taking over for the directing portion. Ryan Reynolds is going to be the voice of Pikachu in a live-action movie. That doesn't make any sense. All he says is Pikachu! Hugh Jackman had turned down 007 before Daniel Craig was chosen. This was back before X-Men 2 came out, and he didn't think the series was gritty enough. I think he would like it now, maybe. I don't know. I think Idris Elba is my next choice, though. The Golden Globes nominees were announced. I'm not going to pretend like I know what 90% of these are, because I have no freaking clue. Kevin Spacey won't be in season 6 of House of Cards. It's the final season, and it's only 8 episodes. They were left in a very lucky position where they could get rid of him super easily with no questions raised. You got lucky, Netflix, on this one. I still think they'll do a great job with this final season with Robin Wright taking the lead. Sophie Turner let slip that Game of Thrones Season 8 won't be out until 2019. You'll have Westworld to hold you over this year, but this is a really long time for no Game of Thrones, man. I don't know how I'm gonna get through it. And a little random bit of info, Apple bought Shazam for $400 million. Shazam has saved me many times when I'm trying to look like I know what I'm talking about when it comes to music, because I really don't. As for releases, we have a few on December 12th. We have PUBG on Xbox, Okami HD on PS4, Xbox, and PC. Highly recommend checking that one out. It's been a long time since I played it. I'm sure I'll go back to it eventually here. Maybe do a couple streams on it, get everyone to check it out, because it is an incredible artistic game. Fallout 4 for VR comes out only on the Vive. Resi 7 Gold Edition, I might actually pick that up. Not sure about that. Probably waiting for a price drop. Not the biggest Resident Evil fan, but this one is different, and I would love to try it out with VR especially. And Game of Thrones Season 7 is also released on Blu-ray, so make sure you pick that up for all the bonus stuff, because it does a great job with all the bonus features. And if you have the in-episode guide, you can keep track of where everyone's at and what all their names are. That's extremely helpful for someone starting out with the show. On December 14th, Ukulele for Switch is coming out. Digital only though, no physical card. I'll wait for the physical card version of that one. As for me this week, I'll be streaming Overwatch a lot. The holiday event should be starting on Tuesday, and I'll be doing a loot box opening on that, and also be playing on Wednesday and Sunday. This will probably be my last loot box opening ever, because I'm getting sick and tired of microtransactions trying to take it too far, even though I'm still totally fine with how Overwatch does them. It seems like people see that, and they try and push the envelope even further, so cutting it off after that. As for Thursday, we're going to be finishing up Telltale Batman, wearing the mask again. On Friday, we're going to be I hope, finishing up Shadow of War. We're in the middle of Shadow Wars, and I just want to get that over and done with, so I don't have to do it again. On Saturday, we're going to be doing Fortnite. I was going to say PUBG, not PUBG. Fortnite. I hated PUBG when I played it. I want to give that 50v50 mode a shot. It looks pretty sick. It's something new, something different. Innovation, man. I'm really getting into this Punisher series on TV, so I want to finish that up as well. I'm not streaming that or anything. I'm just letting you know it's a great show. And also, Star Wars BB coming out on Thursday. Yes! And finally, for some shit I got this week, not much since I was gone the entire week, and I have to spend all my money on Christmas presents for other people, but I did pick up The Walking Dead Book 14. It is a compilation of some of the latest issues. I don't buy the single issues or the collections of them because they're paperback. I love me some hardcovers, and I'm too impatient and cheap to buy the special edition hardcover versions. With that said, I'd like to thank you all for watching, sticking with me through like all this news, man. There was so much. I apologize if I missed your biggest story of the week, but man, I tried. I had to get through it quickly, get this thing out on vacation. Oh man, back to the grind. Thank you all for watching. Next Monday, same time. I'll catch you on the flip side.